What's up, everybody? Yes, give it up for me, give it up for yourselves. Welcome to Fresh Glass Uncorked, Wine Tasting and Conversation. How y'all doing tonight? That's how y'all doing for real? How y'all doing for real tonight? You know I had to do it. Thank you. This is about to be my favorite section. Already, the fashion, the energy, y'all got some work to do. Right side. My name is Taylor Crenshaw, and I am a live events producer here at KQED. You are now in our theater. Yes, give it up for KQED. Okay. KQED is Northern California's PBS NPR member station, and our mission is to inform, inspire, and involve. Raise your hand if you knew that we were related to NPR and PBS. Y'all are, look, y'all study before the test. I see what type of, I'm just getting to know y'all second by second. This is our live events sector of KQED, and we aim to bring amazing journalism to the stage. And you can see a full lineup of our events on kqed.org/live. And don't worry, I'll remind you. Now, we are giving out a series of gifts today, of giveaways. We like free things, I'm assuming, in the house? Yes, yes. So before I will get off the stage, I will channel my inner Oprah and kick it off with the first giveaway. You had the opportunity, this was playing in rotation as you guys made your way to the seats. If you did not scan this QR code and take this 4-question quiz, this is your moment to do it. It's your time to shine. And this gift and this event is sponsored by Comcast. So we want to shout out Comcast, and before I get off the stage, we will kick it off with a big time winner. Okay, give it up for the winner already. Yes, yeah, give it up. I'm not playing. Shoot. Okay, so now we're gonna get into membership. Raise your hand if you are already a KQED member. Yes, shout out to the family. Shout out to the home team. Raise your hand if you are not a KQED member. We are looking at you different, judging you. Supporting KQED means supporting local journalism that truly matters. And plus, when you join, you get some really amazing gifts and treats. My favorite, as an events girly myself, is discounted tickets to select events and early access to select events. My second favorite is that we have access to member-only special exhibitions at cultural institutions like SF MoMA, the Botanical Gardens. Raise your hand if you are single. You need coupons for the date. I know dating is hard. Okay? You could do both. Look, we help it. Raise your hand if you're in a relationship. We need date nights. We need date night. It goes both ways. So please be a member. And for those who are just bowling right now, if you donate $150, we will give you a luxurious chocolate bar. Luxurious, it's big, okay? It's chocolate, it got hints of ginger. It's worth it. So if you want to make that pledge to support to public media, especially today, in the times that we live when funding is getting cut left and right, if you want to rise to the occasion and support KQED and events like this, please do. We'll give you chocolate. Yeah. Okay, are we ready for our first win? All right. So our secret gnomes in the AV loft carried the one, did some numbers, crunched some things, and picked a winner from you all. One of you who completed the survey. And that winner is, let me get a drum roll. Okay. The winner is Brenda Kessler. Yes, lady, come on stage. Come on down. No. We will come to you. You have won this very beautiful, I need the oohs in the eyes right now. Let me get a ooh. You have won this very lovely tote bag. I'm jealous of you. Yes, come on. Give it up for Brenda. Don't go too crazy with that, you know what I'm saying? And this is just the tip of it. We have some really great prizes. We have a wine tasting that's gonna follow this event, and an after party at the newest, hottest restaurant in town. Have you heard about Meski? Yes. Raise your hand. Yes, it's owned by top chef Nelson German, restaurateur Guma Fassil, and NBA star Draymond Green. Okay, we going there after. Okay, let's get into why we're here for tonight. You guys are not here to see me. You are here to see a queen, okay? Cassandra Shag. Cassandra Shag is a Emmy Award-winning producer who has brought us 2 seasons of the PBS show Fresh Glass. Give it up for Fresh Glass. Tonight we have some of the biggest names in the wine, food, and beverage industry right here on this stage. These guys are heavy hitters who have gotten together to put us on game and to give us success stories that will inspire each and every one of our lives. Let's just give it up for the panelists. If you don't know who the panelists are, every time they come out, you're gonna clutch your pearls, I promise you. Thank you to Cassandra, the powerhouse that has pulled together Fresh Glass show and now the Fresh Glass Experience live. Let's check out this video of her work.
I'm Cassandra Shag, entrepreneur, adventurer, and wine and beer enthusiast. Food, beverage, and entrepreneurship are growing, with women and BIPOC innovators creating brands and making a name for themselves.
Welcome to Crown's Inglewood, baby.
Join me on adventures and discover why they started, what drives them, and how representation is the cornerstone of their passion.
What are you coming to do? Sit.
I'm creating a space for people who look like me to share their stories and their spirits. This is Fresh Glass.
Yes. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Cassandra Shag.
Hello. I get to live my Oprah moment, so thank you. But no one's getting a car today, so let's just get this all out the way. Thank you, everyone, for being here for Fresh Glass Uncorked. Thank you, Taylor, for the amazing introduction. And thank you, KQED, for the warm welcome. It is an honor to be here. And Taylor put me on game. She was like, I'm going to say that you're Emmy Award winning. So it's surreal to say that. But as seen on TV, I am Cassandra Shag. Co-creator, producer, director, host, not Tyler Perry, Cassandra Shag, okay? Emmy Award winning. And this series, and I'm so grateful to be in this series explores unique flavors and captivating stories in the entrepreneurial spirit of America's tapestry. It's hard to believe season 1 debuted in 2022, 3 years ago. Hardest thing I ever did, but we're here, won an Emmy, and then they said, well, what about season 2? And I'm like, come on, y'all. But we're here, and it's surreal to add this recognition, but the free coffee and champagne makes it worthwhile. And so we're here because both seasons featured Bay Area innovators in food, beverage, and entrepreneurship, and I wanted to bring them to you to have a conversation about the importance of community, especially during this time. Now, we couldn't bring all the guests from both seasons out, but I'll have you take a look at some of the names that are featured in season 1 and season 2. Let's check it out.
My name is Tonya Pitts.
We're the McBride Sisters.
Fern Stroud.
James Moss.
Carmen Favela.
Martha Gilmer.
Justice Benjamin. Chris Burrows.
Glenda Humiston.
Hi, I'm Ray Ochoa.
Evelyn Ochoa.
Claudia Milchum.
Mi nombre es Sabina Bandera, la que regrese.
Javier Gerard.
Flora Momtazi.
Mo Momtazi.
Lois Cho.
And I'm Dave Chill.
Andre Houston Mack here.
Marvina Samantha Robinson.
Peace, I'm Hawaii Mike.
Peace, I'm Jamari Pinkard.
Bridget Coulter Cheadle.
This is D Nice.
I'm Cassandra Shag. This is Fresh Glass. I want to give a shout out that this show is made possible from financial supporters who believed in our mission to be the conduit to representation through storytelling and community engagement. I know this is a hard time for public television, and I think it's important to support your local stations, especially at a time where our voices are, at risk of being silenced. I stand in front of you, obviously, as an Emmy Award-winning television host with no experience with this, but I know that public television believed in me, and I hope that you also continue to believe in public television. Yes. So please, Taylor's out here selling it. I heard it. So please, if anything that you can do to support, to make sure events like this continue in your communities is important. All right, you ready for the first segment? You ready for our first guest? All right. So in season 1 of the show, if you haven't seen it, I traveled to Lodi and Livermore to connect with the future generation of winemaking. They are changing the face of winemaking, doing some phenomenal things, and I thought it'd be great to catch up with them since it's been 3 years since the first episode aired. Let's check it out. On this episode of Fresh Glass. It's nearly harvest time here in 2 of Northern California's largest and most renowned wine regions. And many here are 4th and 5th generation winemakers.
I poured at lowrider shows, I poured at pop-up events. The wine by Latinos is unique enough. I'm always the only one there.
They are mixing old traditions with new ideas and creating wines for the future. It smells like a bouquet of flowers. All right, let's bring out Joseph Smith, Phil Long, Gerardo Espinoza, and Aaliyah Natoto. Let's see how his face.
Woo! I'm glad I'm here.
As you can see, we all are drinking because that's what we need to do to calm our nerves. But I promise you, after the show, there will be a lot for you to partake in. And we'll do a cheers together after the show. But to kick this off, it's been 3 years since the show aired, which is
wow,
wild. Joseph, so for people who aren't familiar with Lodi and the wine experience and who you are, can you share a little bit about
your
accolades?
Yeah, so hi, I'm Joseph Smith. I won't go too long because this could be a long story, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm from Belize, originally migrated to California in 1996, so I'm in the business for 29 years now. And throughout that 29 years, it's been a tough road, but a remarkable one because the experience is really what I live for. And the wine broth that gave that to me. So I'm here just to let you know that I came in this business not knowing anything about wine. And here I am today sitting on this stage at KQED with Fresh Glass. Got my own brand, own a distributorship in Belize, empowering people in Belize to actually be involved in the wine business. So those are the accolades that I care about. That's the thing that I'm doing. When we talk about giving back to the community, that's exactly what that means. Empowering people that comes behind you. Just don't leave them behind. So that's my whole being a wineman in this business, is to try to bring that new generation into a space that they don't even know exists. So thank you.
Of course. Phil, in addition to being founder of Longevity Wines, you are also a part of AAAV.
Small part.
Small part. Can you share a little bit about AAAV and what that is?
Sure. My name is Phil Long. I'm the founder, owner, winemaker, Longevity Wines in the Livermore Valley. We were a small winery, opened in 2008. small mom and pop, 500 cases. Now we're the third largest brand in the Valley. We're shipped internationally now. I'm also the president of the Association of African American Vintners. We're the largest association of black-owned wine brands in the world. You may have heard some of the members' names: Dwayne Wade, John Legend. They may ring a bell. Anyway, it's a great group of people, and we're really trying to make strides to really grow past that 1% mark that we just hit. So.
Yes. And to caveat off that 1% was featured, drum roll,
on Fresh Glass.
that, and a special gala that we don't get to go to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So you may have heard of this small party in New York they have. It's called the Met Gala. This year, the theme of the Met Gala was Black Dandyism, basically the history of black fashion. Really quick story. My fiance says, you should see if you can get AAAV wines in there. And I'm like, yeah, right. How's that going to happen? She says, well, you're a winemaker. And I said, well, but you got to know somebody. She said, you do. She said, call John. I called John. Every single wine featured at the Met Gala this year was a member of the Association of African American Vintners. There were 2 wines on the menu, on the dinner menu, Andre Mac's Chardonnay from Maison Noir, and the Phil Long Reserve Cab, which is out in the lobby, by the way. So make sure you taste that.
Thank you. Aaliyah, what is so special about you is flower wine made from flowers. And one of the things that I remember is not only what you do, but how mentorship is one of the ways that you got here.
Absolutely.
Yes. Could you tell me about your flower making process and how mentorship has helped you?
Oh my God. So mentorship has been instrumental the entire way. First of all, having the idea to make wine with flowers, it's not my idea. It's been something that's been done for thousands of years, but it isn't done in general. So it was interesting to get started. And it's been really instrumental to have people to go to that not only that look like me, but also that I can get the expertise and, get to cry on somebody's shoulders and things like that. It's like Phil has been a major mentor at some places. It's like my winery was at his location in Livermore as a co-winery for 2 years before I was able to open my own tasting room. So it's always, it's something that, I also strive for myself now, to be that mentor and to be that person for others coming up.
Thank you. Gerardo. One of the things I remember, if you saw in the scene, the ending scene, we were drinking wine behind a vineyard. It was gorgeous, owned by Gerardo, and it was an amazing experience. But I think the bigger thing was the importance of land ownership. And so can you talk about how that happened for you?
Yes, thank you, Cassandra. My name is Gerardo Espinosa. I'm the owner and winemaker of Anaya Vineyards. The land. My grandfather immigrated here in the 1940s during the Bracero program. He eventually brought the family to join him in the Central Valley, Lodi. And my uncles are the ones that planted the first vineyard over 4 decades ago. I immersed myself into the winemaking about 18 years ago. During that time, I was doing my career as an architect, and now I'm full-time in the wine industry. So to me, the vineyard, it's the main product of the wine. For me to express what the vineyard's producing in every bottle, it's the reward at the end. And and also showing my grandfather's legacy. You know, that was hard work for many years that he put in the vineyard, and now I'm happy to say that his hard work is being showcased in a bottle of wine.
Yes. Thank you, thank you. So before we wrap this up, how can the audience support you besides drinking?
Besides drinking, besides drinking, I think look for us, man. Just to me, it's important to support the minority brand, because when you do that, you're not just supporting the person that owned that brand. You're supporting your own family member. You're empowering that person. You're empowering people in your own family without even knowing that. So to me, it's not just about that. It's just the action. Going into the store, picking up a bottle that you know it's minority owned, that says a lot to the next person next to you. So to me, doing those little gestures is important. So if you could keep doing that, that'll help us actually keep doing what we're doing. It'll keep us in business as well.
Yeah, I think one of the bigger things, if you don't see it and you want it, ask for it. Always ask for it. For us personally, longevitywines.com, Instagram, Facebook, also the Association of African American Vintners. Great group of people, great group of brands. A lot of us are here tonight. Support that, and thank you.
Yeah, for me, I mean, you don't know how behind the curtains of each bottle of wine, how many people are involved, you know, and you're not just supporting the brand, but you're also supporting the farm labor, you know, and beyond. I mean, it's just so many people behind each bottle of wine that makes it so important for us to support.
Okay, and what I would just say is buy wine, buy our wine. And that is integral to the success of our businesses, is actually having that support. My wine right now for the summer is 50% off, 60% off cases, and which is something we've never done before. And I don't know if we'll ever do it again, but take advantage of these kinds of opportunities. Because, again, this is something that we really need to dig into, and supporting our community, especially as a lot of our communities are being challenged more than they've already have been.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for our guests. They will be out front after this event to pour some wine for you, so make sure you drink up, follow them on social media, and let's give another round of applause. Is everyone having a good time? Okay. This is really like television, yeah, okay. Whew, I'm gonna wake up and be like, what happened? All right. So the first episode is season 2. It was entitled Cassandra Embraces Sisterhood. And I featured the McBride sisters and Fern Stroud, founder of Black Vines. And this was a very special episode because these are dear friends of mine. But it really showed the importance of supporting not only Bay Area entrepreneurs, which is why we're here, but the importance of sisterhood. And it was just evident as this episode came together. Let's check it out. This episode of Fresh Glass. I'm so excited to introduce two sisters who grew up on opposite hemispheres, yet surprisingly, were both surrounded by vines.
We felt like it was our calling to do something together on wine.
Their sisterhood transcends, inspiring entrepreneurs to forge their path to success.
It's Black and everyone else who wants to be in that space filled with love and Black people.
Let's feel the love with Robin McBride and Fern Stroud. Hello. Please take a seat.
Oh, thank you so much.
have Bay Area royalty in the building.
Hello.
What's up, y'all?
So before we start, you notice we were all up here drinking. So I'm going to share with you what we've been drinking. Care to share?
No, I'll let you share. This is your favorite.
It is. So we're drinking the McBride Sisters Sparkling Brut Rosé. It is a favorite. I have cases on cases at home. And I've been drinking, I drank a couple bottles. But anyway, it's a great wine, and so make sure you support. Yes. But here's a recap. So do you remember anything about when we started filming? Because you were the first episode that we filmed.
I do. I remember a lot.
Okay.
I remember some very people. One of them, which I just thought of, actually was surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Yes. Okay.
And we had a freak storm.
We did.
I don't remember what month that was, but Napa never has thunder, lightning, and downpours. And in the middle of us trying to film, Cassandra had a fresh hairstyle, and one drop came out of the sky, and she was gone.
I did.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even take my hair out the wrap.
You didn't. That's right. That's right.
It was in a beanie and a do-rag.
That's right.
And there was no, because that was some disastrous hair weather.
It was. It was.
I was like, bye, y'all. See you when I see you.
She left us and the crew.
I did.
Outside. We turned around. She was gone.
Yes. Yeah. So what's new in McBride land?
New. Oh, well, we just released a new varietal on the Black Girl Magic brand, which you were there for last night, which is the sparkling, or the Moscato Frizzante, which is brand new. And we were at Coco Noir in Oakland last night doing our very first tasting in the Bay Area. So if there's any Moscato lovers out there, we have a lightly sparkling kind of sweet treat that's just now going into market.
Yes. You've been in entrepreneurship for 20 plus years.
Whew.
Right, as well.
I didn't realize you could be an entrepreneur that long.
And so for those who may not know what the grind consists of, let's check out a sneak peek of what that looks like. Could sum up in 3 words what entrepreneurship is?
Fulfilling. Yeah. Challenging. Yes. I think our takeaway is that, it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of very rewarding moments that come with being an entrepreneur, and I think a sense of fulfilling your passion that you set out to do, but do know that it is a challenging road, I think, regardless of what industry you're in.
So
that was very PC of me.
So do you still stand on that?
I do. But yeah, it can, we've been through it since then, actually. I mean, all of us have, I think. A lot of people in the world have, for sure. Like, so much has changed since we filmed that. And it is challenging. It remains to be a challenge. I think the key is for all of us is finding the opportunities, figuring out how we can adjust, pivot, get really creative, lean on each other, support each other. And we're still here, but it is very rewarding, and the challenges sometimes are greater than we know they can be.
But we also have wine, so that's also good.
Well,
because of
we
you.
have wine.
Yes.
I have a lot of wine, actually.
Fern, it's funny. I've known of your essence and everything, and you are known in the Bay Area for curating some of the most phenomenal experiences, like Black Vines. And I attended this event, not working, and had a ball.
Beautiful.
Yes. So talk about Black Vines and what's in store.
Wow. So can you believe we will be entering our 15th?
Whoa.
At the core of what it is, it's an opportunity to bring people together in a space of love. We use wine as a medium to do that. Additionally, one of our ethos is doing our part to create, maintain, and have a sustainable Black economic ecosystem where we're able to showcase folks who you may not know are out there doing the thing that they're doing. We want to inspire future dreamers. We want to curate spaces of love and opportunity. And we invite everyone to experience that essence of love in the spaces that we curate. And so, in a nutshell, that is Black Vines, and definitely come check us out. Like 15th anniversary, we aren't playing. So we would love to see each and every one of you there.
In February.
February 28th,
All right,
2026.
And we have a surprise. Again, it's not a card from Oprah, but we do have a surprise. I love Fern's voice. You were just like the headspace tone that I need to be inspired. But one of the things that I remember about filming is how you captured the essence of who you are and what Black Vines is. So let's check that out.
Right on.
What's the vision of Black Vines?
Ultimately, the mission of Black Vines is to do our part in the building, maintenance, and sustainability of a Black economic ecosystem. We use wine as a medium to bring people together. And another piece of our mission is to capture images of Black men smiling, so we can blast those images as far and wide as we can.
Okay, so Black Vines 2026.
Yes.
February 28th.
Yes.
Where?
It's going to be at Seal Creative Space in Berkeley, California. We've been there times before, and this year we were there. I love that because the Black men smiling is something that I just want to touch on real quick. In mainstream media, how often are you able to see Black men smiling? Where are those images being blasted? Where are those images being curated? Where are those images actually shown to babies whose fathers are no longer in the house right now, you know? Where are these being shown to the kids who've lost their loved ones, you know? And so that is very, very important, just in general, to see a beautiful smile on something that, on a human being who has often been made into a villain, you know? And so we change the narratives by the work that we do, by the actions that we take, and by being not just talking about it, but doing the work. And so just being in this space, you guys are taking a step to doing the work. You're supporting public broadcasting that, as everyone knows in the news, they're trying to take that away. So just be intentional. We're really being intentional about what it is that we're trying to do, and doing it with love.
And love of Black people.
Hey, love of Black people. And everyone else. Everyone else. Y'all all can get this love.
Fern, tell them what you have for them.
Hey. So, they told me I had to put my Oprah voice on.
I just want to add, because I feel like Fern doesn't a lot of times, but obviously Black Vines is an annual event. It's huge. It's very meaningful to all of us that are in the wine space, as well as artists and spirits makers and people in the culinary space. But Black Vines exists in the community throughout the year in so many ways beyond the annual wine festival. So, I mean, for us, within the industry and within the space, it's a hub and our connector. We all know we can call Fern at any time and be like, we're challenged with this, we need this. I call her on the verge of tears half the time. But that being said, it really is more than a festival. It really is a community where we can all find support and friendship and family and love through the medium of wine. So I don't want people to ever think that, you know, it is an amazing festival, and I don't want to think it's just an amazing festival. It really is the heart and soul, and it comes from this lady right here.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's touching.
And we have Summer Vines coming up.
Yeah, we have Summer Vines. So we do events all throughout the year. And something very special that you actually heard from Joseph earlier. We have an international activation that we started 2 years ago. And so we do the Vines in Paradise Wine and Jazz Experience in Placencia, Belize. And that is moved from December to the first weekend in May.
I thought it was April.
So it's like April 30th through May 2nd. And so.
It's amazing. I went last year.
Wait, yeah, we have a very special Bay Area rooted artist that I can't even announce just yet. You know. But it was on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, we haven't signed that agreement yet, so hold on. But yeah, we're doing some amazing things, and it's a blessing. And with that, there is a raffle for a pair of tickets to Black Vine's 2026, our 15th anniversary celebration. In addition, you will get 2 Black Vines glasses that the panelists have been drinking from, in addition to that. So we got to get your email addresses. But, all right, hold on. Are y'all ready? You got your tickets out? You got your tickets out? All right. Cassandra's about to call your name, and then we want you to come up and receive your gift.
All right, the numbers are 445-096.
096.
Must be present to receive the.
Yeah, must be present. 096.
Come on up.
Come on now, Santa Cruz. Come on now, Santa Cruz. Wait, so awesome. We met earlier. We did. So dope. Look at you. You coming to Black Vines? You coming to Black Vines?
There you go.
What's your name?
I'm Lady Jazz K. Squid.
Nice to meet you, and congratulations.
Did y'all hear that?
I'm Lady Jazz from K Squid in Santa Cruz, California.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for repping the Bay. Thank you for friendship, sisterhood, all of the things. It's funny, I always tell these two, yeah, I have this idea. And they're like, okay, well, hurry up. And then we end up here. So thank you. And yes, let's do a cheers. Cheers. Let's do a cheers to public television.
That's right. Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
Thank you. You did it. All right. So we did that cheers, right? Yeah. How many of you go wine tasting? Yeah. All right. Do you do this? Yeah. I'm getting hints of strawberries. Do you do that? Okay. Well, if you do, that's important because the 2-part series that I did here in Napa, I experienced various vineyards in Napa, hung out with Jay Moss, who couldn't be with us today. But I also took the Napa wine train, which was a great experience. So let's take a look. Next episode of Fresh Glass. All aboard! My experience continues, visiting some of Napa's hidden gems.
Liquid to lips is what it's all about.
These are yellow, golden, delicious apple that I'm getting just from smell.
I learn more about wine, and then it's off to the adventure of a lifetime.
We're on the brink of being the new foodie destination. It all starts from the kitchen.
All right, let's bring out Tonya Pitts and Tarod Kenny. Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Good. We have our wine. So these are my wine teachers as I'm studying to take this test, which I'll take eventually at some point. I'll take it at some point. But what I'm interested to know is, wine has obviously changed my life in ways that I could have ever imagined. Tarod, how's wine changed your life?
Yeah, that's a question. I was backstage with my friend, and we're talking about how 2020 we met. We were both working at In-N-Out doing burgers and fries. My parents are Pentecostal Christians, so alcohol was not on the table at all. So, it's been a wild ride. But since we've met, I've started a program known as Non-Vintage, which is essentially informal wine education and the declassification of wine for young people. A sommelier will tell you that the difference between black grapes and white grapes is like the structural colors and things like that. I'll tell you, it's like black people and white people. Internally and organically, we're all the same, but the seasoning, the culture, the texture, that's all in the skin.
I feel like they're picking this up.
So I feel like that works a little
They're
better.
picking this up.
And so it's been steadily growing. It's a really fun project. I'm actually doing a collaboration with SPK, which is doing a program known as Stay Out the Streets this next upcoming weekend, which is a book release party. But we're doing, wine, DJ, seamstresses. We'll have the information available. So we definitely invite everybody to come down if you're in the Bay Area and Vallejo. But yeah, wine's done a lot for me.
Real quick, so before I got on the train, I was gracious to get a tasting from Tirzah. But Tirzah has moved on to bigger and better things. Where can they find you now?
Yeah, so I'm currently with the Ferniente wine family at their newest property. Oh, gasp. Yeah, Bella Union is where I'm currently employed, but I'm working between Ferniente and Bella Union.
Yes. Tonya, you gave me the read that I've never had it before in my life, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just drinking this wine, and then this happens. Let's check this out.
The first thing when we're looking at sight for color, then we're going to swirl for smell, and then we're going to taste. And that's just, and we haven't even tasted it yet, and those are the top notes that you're getting. So this is golden in color, it's day bright to me. I'm getting the melon that you're speaking of as well, but what I'm also getting is apple. And particular apple. These are yellow, golden, delicious apple that I'm getting just from smell. There is a fair amount of mineral and acidity that's here as well, but there's a lift in the middle of the palate. There is some oak on it, but the oak that's there is probably not neutral, but very lightly toasted.
And it kept going, by the way. It kept going. So that kept going. And I was like, well, maybe I still have some more studying to do. I don't know, okay? But Tonya, your career has been phenomenal. Can you share a little bit about your career?
Well, my name is Tonya Pitts, and I am a longtime wine professional and hospitality person here in the Bay Area. I also have a consulting company, Tonya Pitts Wine Consulting, which offers everything from scoop to nuts for the consumer, as well as wine brands. And I am also a writer at large and wine reviewer for the Wine Enthusiast magazine.
So for those in the audience who are going to go to Ferniente, and they're going to be like, I want the cab, and they're going to swish and do all the, how can we all get into wine if it's something that we're not familiar with?
Don't listen to people who tell you that the first thought that comes to your mind is not what's in the glass, because it is. We all have a sensory memory. There are going to be some similarities, but we all come from different places and have different backgrounds. We have tasted different things and experienced different things. That's all stored in our sensory memory. So when you pick up that glass and smell that white wine, you might smell the ocean. You might smell mineral. You might smell water. You might smell algae. You might smell grass. But that's all because of where you've come from in your sensory memory. And when you smell that certain thing, it may spark a memory that may come into play with that. And that's not off the table either. That's something that we all experience, and it's normal. And it's a part of experiencing wine. Anything you eat or drink, actually. Yeah.
Well, two things. Make sure you go visit Tirzah. Follow Tonya on social media. I am going to redeem my Napa wine training experience without the cameras this time, because I want to, it was like, cut, and I'm like, come on, y'all, I got this.
You were to act up last time.
I know,
yeah.
I didn't get to act up, so now I'm going to. Which brings me to another gift. Tirzah.
Yes, so the wine train's been established and operating since 1989 with a varying of experiences and packages. The lucky winner today will get a full access gourmet for 2 at the wine train to be redeemed within the year. Unless Cassandra beats you in a fight for it, then that's its own issue, but that's what we're raffling today.
All right, so here to go raffle. Get your tickets out. Taylor.
All right.
All right. Train winner 23499030. Come on!
Awesome.
Come on up! Round of applause!
This is better than The Price is Right.
Come on down! What's your name? Maria, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to give your name to the back, and they will get you hooked up, and I might see you on that train. Thank you. Please follow Tirzah, follow Tony on social media, and they are the wealth of knowledge in wine and have been very instrumental in my career. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. And
Thank you
I'm
for
gonna say
having
one
us.
thing.
Yeah.
Thank you for introducing me to my long lost cousin.
Oh, yes.
Which is a whole nother story.
I know. I'm not airing that.
I know.
Okay.
Whoa. We go back there. I want to know the story now.
Oh my God. It was awesome. That's why I'm here today, actually.
It was an Oprah moment, but we're never going to air it.
No.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Thank you. Everyone
you.
give them a round of applause. Cheers. Cheers. Well, I'm going to follow you because I need to get a chilled glass. If there is a celebrity that you'd want to help you get Say Celeste off the ground and out into the community, who would it be?
I would go for Eva Longoria. Yeah, I have a Mexican-owned brand. If you want to come on board, we got you. We're looking for some partners.
So now that you've seen all the season 1 and season 2 guests, and make sure if you pull out your phone and type in Fresh Glass PBS, a picture of me comes up. And you should be like, I know her, I met her, I seen her, I got a picture. So please make sure you watch and you share the show with everybody. It's so important. And it was also important to share brands that I couldn't feature because I'm only one person and the way my bank account is set up. Okay. However, I thought it was great to I wanted you to get familiar with some brands that you need to know. And these are Bay Area brands that have been changing the narrative because, as we know, small business is the economic driver in our communities. And I think it's important to patronize these businesses, follow them on social media, share them, and support them, especially during this time, because we all we got. So let's bring out Paula Harrell, founder of P. Harrell Wines. Melanie Shelby, founder of Alama Tequila. Jessica Mancata Conte, founder of Alkali Rye. Creighton Davis, co-founder of Kinfolks. Alicia Kidd, founder of Coco Noir Wine Shop. And Emmanuel Waters, co-founder of Old Hillside Bourbon Company. I love this picture. Look at y'all. Sorry. Look at you. Okay, so it's funny. Before we were practicing, they didn't know what the questions were going to be, and I was trying to stump them. And then I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna. I told them what the questions were. So I attribute entrepreneurship, and this could be heavily debated, as a love letter to yourself. And someone said, or a hate letter.
It's a toxic relationship.
There you go, toxic relationship. But how has your love for the Bay changed your journey in entrepreneurship? Or you want to start?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I come from a family of entrepreneurship. My father and my grandmother had residential care home facilities for the elderly, and I'm from San Francisco. I'm a San Francisco native, born and raised right here, and exactly. And so I learned a lot about entrepreneurship growing up, and I learned a lot about community and being rooted in community. And so that's just been a part of who I am. And as I've moved in through different careers before I even got into the wine industry, everything I did was based in community. And so it was a blessing for me then, once I started my wine business, to be able to go to those relationships that I've already built over the years and be able to support people in what they were doing, and they were supporting me as well. And everything, as I grow, people grow with me and they support me. And so community is really part of P. Harrell Wines. So it grows, and I continue to love my community, and I hope that they love me.
I would say, I'm not from the Bay, but I spent 27 years in Oakland, so I claim it as my second home. But I would say connection, because for me, I spent 25 years as a corporate lobbyist, 10 as an energy lobbyist and 15 with my own lobbying firm in Oakland. But what I realized is when you have a love for the Bay, no matter where you go, you are connected everywhere. So you may launch locally, but your impact is globally.
Yes.
I'm Jessica Mancata, owner of Alkali Rye in Oakland, California. And I would say, also San Francisco born, Oakland raised, love the San Francisco. I would say in a physical sense, I really believe that retail and small business is essential for the economic health of a city, and that creating jobs and buying from local vendors has been one of the most fulfilling parts of my job. And then I would say in a cultural sense, backstage today has felt like a mini family reunion, and it has been so wonderful. We've been drinking whiskey and wine and chatting so much, and it's really wonderful. I went to high school with Guma, which I didn't even know, and so I think just how much we support each other, and not only how much love I have for my community, but how much I receive it as well. At my shop, we had a bad break-in last month, and Melanie just dropped off a case for me, and she was like, "Don't worry about it. This is help you out." And I so appreciate you, and I sell half the brands here today, and so I have love for so many of y'all.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alicia Kidd, owner of Coco Noir Wine Shop and Bar. And what community means for me is I'm actually based in Oakland, born and raised second generation. So what Coco Noir is Oakland. Oakland is resilient, it's innovative, it's excellence, and that's what we represent. When I feel like giving up and someone comes into my store and buys a bottle, or comes to an event, and I can say, hey, this is locally owned, this is BIPOC owned, POC, woman owned, that makes me want to continue, and that's what community is about. We employ people of color, Black people. We're beating that 1%. I'm a woman owner in a less than 1% industry, so it's just about community. So Coco Noir is community, it is excellent, so it is Black excellence.
Yes, thank you.
My name is Creighton Davis, and I'm one of the co-founders of Kinfolks, which is a coffee shop, wine bar, and community space in downtown Oakland. So I had left the Bay. I was born in San Francisco, grew up in the Bay, and left to go to college out on the East Coast and live in New York for 10 years. So I was gone for 14 years in total. And during that time, I'd lived in New York, I'd lived in Paris, I'd lived in Buenos Aires, Cairo. And there's something about home that is unique. And number one, coming back to the Bay and then coming back to Oakland, there's an identity that is imposed on Oakland and that exists deep within Oakland. And that's art. that's culture, that's activism, and that is a non-prescriptive way of being. So when you think about all the people that walk into our shop on a day-to-day basis, it reflects the diversity of Oakland. It reflects the ingenuity of Oakland. It reflects the brilliance of Oakland. And one of the reasons why, I wanted to create a space like Kinfolks was because, there weren't as many gathering spaces when I came back. There weren't as many places where a person like me or people that looked like me in my community could go in and feel comfortable. And I don't know if many of you guys remember that anecdote or that story that occurred in Philly in 2018 where two black men were in a Starbucks and they got called, the police got called on them. We wanted to make sure that when you walked into Kinfolks, you would feel at home and you can exhale and really sink into the space and sink into your creativity, into your art, into your passion. So that's what the Bay means to me, a place to exist as you are and to build as you are.
How can I follow that? How can I follow that? My name is Emmanuel Waters. I am co-founder and CEO of Old Hillside Bourbon Company. August 15th, 2012. That's the day that I moved to the Bay, and I ain't never left ever since. We are all originally from North Carolina. My brand is all about history, heritage, homage. We celebrate and honor and preserve Black excellence and Black culture in every single bottle. And that's what the Bay Area is about. It's about a community, it's about a culture, and the more they try to erase our history, the more that we replace it. And we know that as a story, as a brand, as a people, that our stories are buried 6 feet beneath the surface, and so we try to uncover those stories with every bottle that we tell. And so the Bay Area for me is just a place where I literally feel home, and we know that all the Bay Areans here come from the South at some point. And so yeah, that's what the Bay Area is to me. And y'all don't got snow or bad weather, so we're here to stay.
One of the questions I always ask entrepreneurs who, we've been in this a long time, and so you get 2 minutes. What would you tell your 18-year-old self? One sentence.
I would tell my 18-year-old self that my opinion is the only one that matters.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Walk into your greatness. Don't be afraid.
Save money. Don't buy dumb things that you don't need.
Protect my energy.
Ooh.
I think I would say that your theory of change and impact does not need to be rigid. It could be expansive.
I hope you fail and fail often. Every failure is an opportunity to learn. So keep failing, keep trying.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank you for being a part of this. Please follow them on social media. Their brands will be poured outside after. I didn't have whiskey with y'all. I had to be on point, but I'm going to
Coming to the table.
Yes, I am. So please, let's give everyone a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Selfie moment. Hold on one second. We're going to do selfies. Wait, hold on. Let me get up in this. Hold on one second. Are we going live? What are we doing? I feel like we're at the Oscars or something. All right, so Taylor was talking about Meski. Have you heard about Meski? So I want to put you on game about a new restaurant fusing Afro-Latin flavors through an Ethiopian lens. So when I heard Top Chef, Season 18 contestant, Chef Nelson Herman, restaurateur Guma Fassil, and NBA All-Star Draymond Green opened Meski, I wanted to make sure that we were able to celebrate and share this experience with you. Draymond is probably shooting free throws right now, but I'm going to bring out the two of the three trio to tell you all about what you need to know. So let's bring them out. Hello.
Have a seat.
Good afternoon.
Everyone.
I told him Draymond was shooting free throws.
He's working on it. He's working.
So Guma, tell us about Meski and how this all came to be.
Absolutely. I've always believed in destiny, and this re-strengthened my belief. It all started one serendipitous night in December. We went to a Martin Lawrence stand-up comedy show on a random Saturday night of all people, and there's a bit of a shortage of late-night dining in Oakland and San Francisco. And I think it was around 11 o'clock, and he asked me, hey, can we get something to eat? And
who's he?
Mr. Green.
Oh.
And I hadn't had a relationship with Chef Nelson at that point, but I've been admiring him and his work from afar for some time now. And I quickly suggested, hey, let's go to Sobre Mesa. We went over there. They were actually closed, but he was nice enough to reopen the grill for us. And everything from the food to the hospitality, the entire experience was just extremely memorable. And at that point, we were about 3 weeks away from signing the lease. And, you know, Dre said, hey, why don't we talk to this guy? I think we need a chef, right, to have a restaurant. So I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And we exchanged numbers, had a couple calls that turned to meetings, and 8 months later, we're besties. And yeah, it's a blessing how everything came to be.
Yeah, now you see his matching shirts and everything.
Yeah.
So the last time I was in Oakland, I had the pleasure of going to Sobre Mesa and meeting you. And I was like, oh, he was on TV. I know this one. So talk about how your experience in the Bay, being in restaurants, and how that plays a role in Meski, and what can people expect?
Absolutely. But I've been a chef for a very long time now, 27 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 12 and a half. Have 2 other restaurants in Oakland, Alamar Dominican Kitchen and Sobre Mesa. You know it. And now with Meski, it was, just bringing the experience of ups and downs, of hardships, of resilience, of pivoting, of learning how to, even on a hard day, just being optimistic and positive and making a better day the next day. In the food business, it's a lot of ups and downs because everything's so unpredictable. You know, how many guests will be coming in on a Thursday night compared to a Friday? If something's going on in the city or people on vacation, how business is going to go, managing people, managing food and prices. It's a lot of work. But it's beautiful because we're building community always. And with Meski, it's special because what we're building there and showcasing is the beautiful African diaspora. We're bringing our heritage, our cultures together, but it's still Black food, Black culture, Black history. You know, whether it's Dominican, Afro-Latino, and Ethiopian, bringing 2 things that never been put together, right? And doing something really special.
Thank you. Which brings me to where the name Meski come from.
Yeah, so it's basically paying homage to my late mother. She's the reason why I entered the restaurant business. I've been bussing tables since I was 5 years old. Have a restaurant in Berkeley. She started in 1993. Her name was Meski, short for Muscadam, which is a common Ethiopian name, translating to September. So yeah, I just thought it was appropriate and kind of a legacy building thing.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Round of applause. Yes. What I noticed, through all of our guests, I've heard legacy, I've heard family, culture, community, heritage, and what's a word that stands out for you in terms of experiencing entrepreneurship? What's one word?
Grind.
Grind.
It's definitely a grind. Everything on social media makes it look sweet, but it is definitely a grind. The restaurant business is not for the faint of heart. It's you have to lead from the front. You're not above any position. I've had every position in the restaurant, as well as chef, and yeah, that's the first word that comes to mind.
Yes. Chef.
For me, community.
Community.
Community is everything. We firsthand, even just surviving COVID and having to shut down one restaurant, we did reopen. So we opened Sobre Mesa 9 days before the first shutdown, which is crazy. But and then Alomar stayed open, and we did a lot of things from Sobre Mesa and Alomar. But as hard as that was, and so uncertainty, the community was there for us because all the beautiful work we did before, a lot of work with the youth, with our community in Oakland, always giving back to nonprofits, to charities. Everything came full circle. People saw we were down, and didn't know what the next day would hold for us, and everyone was there for us. Everyone came to support and really kept us open. So community for me is everything. You have to build, you have to give back, and always honor that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is the part where Oprah comes out, but it's me. Because, the party doesn't end here. We have a great tasting outside in the lobby where there is whiskey, tequila, wine, all the things. There's also a grazing table from Soulbox Supper Club. Tasting is hosted by Black Vines. And then we have Chef Tirzah from Soulbox Supper Club, who created a great display out there. We have DJ National on the turntables. So make sure you join us for more conversation. We'll take pictures, do all the things, do a cheers. And then make sure you follow everyone on social media. And then what's happening after?
I hear there's an after party at Meski.
After the show, it's the after party.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we have a DJ spinning all the hottest Afro-Latino music. And if you haven't been there, we have great cuisine, full dinner menu available, beautiful cocktails. And you said Oprah Spirit, so I guess we have to give something away, right? So everybody here is getting one of these vouchers. It's 10% off. If you can't make it tonight, I guess we could, as long as it's 7 days, all right, how about that? We'll honor this, so looking forward to having you guys come dine with us.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for Fresh Glass Uncorked. We're going to finish it out in the lobby. Taylor, I want to thank Taylor. She has been my gem through this process. She made this happen, made it smooth, made it seamless.
Yes.
Did all of the things.
And we also want to keep that applause going for Cassandra. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you for being a beautiful example. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a beautiful example of Black excellence, and I can't stress enough how important you are and how impactful it is that you have brought all of these powerhouses together. Did y'all like it? Yeah. See? I'm hearing a part two. All right, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all my sweet little closer, and then we can get out and drink and eat and be merry and go to Meski. KQED live events are truly one of the sweetest parts of the organization. AKA, we know how to have a good time, right? Okay, cool. Speaking of, the next event that is coming up is the La Russell concert. We know La Russell, right?
Yes.
Give it up real loud if we know La Russell. Anybody here want to volunteer and do the sneeze? Next time? At the after party at Meski? Okay. So not only is this La Russell and his full band, there's going to be a flute and all sorts of instruments there. There is a showcase that happens prior to. So if you are an artist, we had 500 people submit to be one of 5 to win a really big grand prize. Wow. The grand prize is a collab with La Russell, so that's an event or a song. We also have this speed round open mic where there's other prizes to give to artists who didn't get a chance to get on stage. It's open to everybody. So if you're an artist, you have the opportunity to get on stage with La Russell. How about that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. I have to do a repeat and shout out Soulbox Supper Club. Chef Tirzah is here. She's making that beautiful grazing table. Please eat as much as you like. If you want to do a little doggy bag and bring it home and put it in a car and come back, we get it. We get it. I love cheese too. Right? I'm glad I find folks I identify with. That's good. Now, please grab your glasses, enjoy the wine tasting, enjoy the food, and we'll see you at Meski.
Yes.
All right. Keep your wine glasses.